Well, hello, this is Rochelle, and welcome to my channel. We're going to be doing some watercolor paints again today, just very simple. We're going to be doing a heart. Yes, that's super difficult, a big fat heart. So the printable for today is on Matthew 22, and it speaks of if we love God, we need to love one another. This month of love is challenging because that selfless love that God has for us, that has to shine through in how we love others, that selfless love is not always easy. And in this month of love, which a lot of people think of is just that eros love, that love between husband and wife, the physical love, it's not that love that it speaks of in the word necessarily that we're dealing with, but it is that that phileo, the brotherly love, and the agape, the love of God the Father for us, his children. And so I'm just layering this like red color here, and I'm mixing a blue and green to make like a kind of teal for the branches. This printable is super cute. It's got this bear with a heart and this little deer with a heart, and it looks like a raccoon, I suppose, with a heart. We don't really have raccoons here in South Africa, but it's very cute. And so it has these, I'm thinking that they're pine leaves, not quite sure. I'm not very clued up with botanicals and leaves and all kinds of things like that. I just know that it looks pretty. And so I'm just taking some of the elements on this page and painting it. I'm going to be sticking that bear in the corner just to remind myself to love others. And I like the cute symbolism of this printable. I look at how my daughters play with their bears. Well, when they used to, because now they're all grown up and teenagers and all of that. It's like I'll hug you and squeeze you and love you, that kind of love for each other. And that was what this verse in Matthew 22 speaks of. So, just laying down these leaves, copying them from the page. If you don't want to do this, you can use the printable. The printable has a background as a second page. Ella does this with most of her printables. They have imagery on the front or on the first page, and then usually the second page is like a scrapbook pattern paper that repeats some of the elements in a background kind of way. So you can use that to make a tip in, or decorate your page, or cut as a bookmark, or use for tabbies, which is what I do. And you can use these printables in whichever way. This is what I love about using printables, that even though it's the same image, you print out the same PDF as I do. It's not a separate, individualized, personalized copy that you get that looks different to everyone else. But you can make it look different to everyone else by making it your own. And so remember that even with printables, like with any Bible journaling or art in your Bible, it really should be something that you use as a tool to remember the word. And so if we look at this word in Matthew 22, it comes back to that commandment. The scribes are trying to trap Jesus by asking him, what is the greatest commandment in the Bible, in the law? They ask him. And Jesus answers, and he says, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul and with all your mind. And he says, this is the first and the great commandment. And then, he doesn't leave it there. He says the second is like it. In other words, you can't have one without the other. They are united in likeness. They are the same. It says, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. And again, with my other videos this month, I speak about it a lot. You can't separate the two. You can't say that you love God but not love your neighbor. You lie. you're being deceived. You can't have one without the other. You can't say that you love God who you cannot see, but you don't love your neighbor who you can. And so God very clearly speaks to us about this, and he says the first commandment, which really, like I've said before in videos, is a response. This commandment is so easy because it is a response to the love of God for you, that unconditional, all-encompassing, all-sacrificing love for you. God loved you so much that he gave his only son for you. That love is easy to respond to because no matter what you do, he loves you. And he already showed his love for you in laying down his son's life for you. So it's just really a response. That commandment is easy. It's a response. His burden is easy. His yoke is light. It's a response to his love. And how do we respond to his love? By loving others. We need to love those around us. And then he makes it very clear in verse 40 of Matthew 22. He says, on these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. In other words, get this right. God is giving us a clue. He says, get this right. This is what you need to do. So it's not in the, can I eat meat? Can I not eat meat? Am I allowed bacon? Am I not allowed bacon? It's not in the, is shrimp good for you or not? It's not in all of the law or how good you can keep it. It really is in loving one another, in loving God by loving people. That's what the law hangs on. That is the entirety of it. And so I want to encourage you today, go out and do something that is love to another. And that is that for this page. I hope you enjoy my ramblings and some of the art too. And I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.